we got the King of Swords. So in April, we got the King of Cups, which led you to be really in your element and just be really excited about the year ahead. And then May, we find ourselves transforming into the archetype of the King of Swords. Okay. And so this is Gemini energy. And so the Gemini house in your birth chart may be activated, or a Gemini in your life could be really important. Or if you have any placements there, I would pay attention. If you don't know anything about your birth chart, then Gemini is still prevalent in your life in some way. Okay. And so this is the role that you seem to be taking on. So you seem to be a bit more focused, a bit more, you could be more reserved, although I feel like the King of Swords isn't a very reserved individual. I feel like you are being reserved, or you're being mindful of the things you say, or like you're like, you know when to speak, or less is more, or like just like, you know, the value of your words. And so you just seem kind of careful or reserved with what you say. But I do feel like you are a lot more communicative. I do feel like it's more physical. Okay. I feel like you're just more active with your physicality. So maybe you have Mars and Gemini. Um, and so you could be just more self-expressive that way. So like I'm getting like, if you are a creative or an actor, I feel like you're just like really embodying your body. Like you're really just like tuned in and tapped into your body. But even like overall, I feel like your emotions are speaking through your body movement, which is really interesting. And so another thing about this card is that you're fairly comfortable. I mean, like look at him. He's got like a robe on, virtually like wearing a dress, essentially in a robe, and he's chilling and he's facing forward. Okay, he's got his head up. Whereas like you saw with the King of Cups, he's looking in the other direction. He's kind of like not facing forward. He's a bit more aloof. Here in May, you're more upfront, you're more like focused on what's ahead of you. Okay. And you're also like leaving yourself open. Okay. So there's some vulnerability there. So maybe, yeah, maybe you are like wearing your heart on your sleeve. So that's where that whole like your emotions are showing through your body. Okay. Even though I know heart on your sleeve is like a metaphor, but yeah, that's just how it's coming through to me in this reading. Okay, so I do think it's important that you are being more open and honest with yourself and with other people, especially people who are important to you, or people who, you know, you have to have a connection with. So, like at work or school or whatever. Okay, so you could also be learning something new here in May. You could be intellectually stimulated and inspired. I feel like someone here is writing a book, or there's something about a book, reading a book that's like really influential and life changing. Yeah, so there's like creativity here, and it's definitely more intellectual creativity. Okay, so I don't really see like, I mean, obviously, if you're an artist, but I feel like it's more about, um, I don't know, it's different. Like you're not only showing it through your actions, but just like your words, but I also feel like you're saying less. So maybe you are just writing more, like talking to people through text more, or whatever, or expressing yourself more, um, you know, through written word overall. Okay. So that seems to be it for May.